Well, this question today is quite the question. How do I become more profitable? And I think it needs to start with understanding profit. Profit is the amount left over after we receive the money and we have to pay everyone out. So we're going to have to pay for our materials. We're going to have to pay for all of our costs of goods that are required to get the job done. We're going to have to pay for operational expenses like our vehicles, our staff. We're going to have to pay for superannuation. We're going to have to pay for all of the things that is required to run our trade business. And that is what's left over. But I think the thing that gets confusing for people is the bank account. The bank account isn't a representation of how much profit you've made. We need to go to your profit and loss to get an accurate understanding of whether you made profit or not for the month. But the biggest problem we find out, and for me for so many years, is I wasn't closing off the month every single month. And probably 90% of the trades business owners that come into our academy don't close off their month properly either. And what that means is you're out there doing labor on site for the jobs that you're going to invoice, and you're providing materials for the jobs you're going to invoice, but you don't invoice for the time and materials within the month you invoice for it. There's the running costs that will come out every month. So if you've got vehicle repayments, if you've got your internet, your phone, all of those things that happen every single month, they will come out every month because they're on a payment plan. And so they're monthly operational expenses that are gonna happen. When we go and purchase materials from our wholesaler, they invoice you as soon as you leave the building, don't they? So as soon as you leave, you get an email with an invoice from the wholesaler. They don't say, hey, I'll just write that down and I'll invoice you next month. They invoice you as soon as you leave. And that's what we need to get better doing as trade business owners. We need to invoice more regularly. It's up to you to be in control of that. We need to invoice within the month so that when we look at the month, we can have an accurate representation of how profitable you were. This will create awareness. And when we've got awareness, we're able to make decisions around the facts. But if we don't have the facts, all the P&L is fucking confusing. And so what we need to do, my friends, is start to close off the month. Now, there's a couple of other factors around profitability that a lot of people, I don't think, understand from the thousands of people I've worked with in the many years I've been coaching. And for myself as well, when I was trying to grow Response, I didn't understand these things. It took me so many years of trying to figure it out, working with CFOs, working with accountants, to understand this. And I want to give you a bit of a shortcut to the answer. So think of this. If you're busy for 2 weeks and you're doing 10-hour days on the tools and you're super busy because you did a bunch of quoting and you've been getting the jobs in, and you're just busy all the time and you're invoicing for your time, but then because you weren't quoting, now you have no work for a week. So you might have 4 hours a day for a week, and then you might have 6 hours a day for a week. Those inefficiencies of the really busy period and the really slow busy, when we zoom out, we actually can see that even though you were really busy in these periods and you made a lot of profit in these periods, it's the low workflow periods that crush you. That's what takes all of the profit that you've got. And usually it's harder to generate work fast than to get the work done when it's there. And so we do need systems in place to create consistency around this. When we create consistency around workflow, we create consistency around profitable and efficient scheduling, and we create consistency around invoicing, we get consistent profitability. When we get consistent profitability, our bank account grows. But don't trust your bank account, because the bank account is just a holding place for all of the cash that you've got. It has a lot of liabilities and assets, that are going to have to be paid off and collected and all these sort of things. We need to bring all of those into the mix. And that's why understanding your balance sheet and your profit and loss as a business owner is critical. So if you need help with this, guys, we're always here to help. Reach out to a coach, happy to have a chat. We want to support you through this. You don't have to do it alone. Here at the Academy, we help you achieve operational time freedom in the shortest amount of time possible based on your situation. We'd love to get you to a place where you're living your best life sooner. but it comes with creating more awareness around the situation you're in and helping you understand the fundamental systems that need to be put in place to create consistency within your company to be able to hand over those responsibilities to other people in your team so that you don't have to be the one doing it every single day. As a sole trader or as a small business owner, you're wearing a lot of hats and you don't have to be wearing those all the time because it's chewing into your family's time. We want you to have your best life possible. So reach out, let's have a chat. Talk to you soon. Yes, that was good as well.